Yo, what's up, everybody? Mike from Troopers, and today we're going to be looking at some NFL news, some trade rumors throughout the league. Now, if you guys want to see this series continue throughout the offseason, make sure to smash the subscribe button and smash the like button. Let me know down below if you guys have heard any rumors or news yourself. We're going to start things right off. You'll see how the series goes pretty quick with Matthew Stafford. So Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions mutually agreed to part ways, meaning Stafford will no longer be a Detroit Lion next season. Lucky him. I say that because he's never won a playoff game in his 12 years with the Detroit Lions, and he's only made it there 3 times in 12 seasons. 1 time every 4 seasons he makes the playoffs. That's his average. The Lions are also likely to lose Marvin Jones Jr., Kenny Golladay, both to free agents this year, which is definitely, I'm sure it's going to impact Matthew Stafford's decision on where he wants to go, because he's definitely leaving Detroit. The fact that Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay, his 2 main wide receivers, aren't going to be back either, that's definitely part of the reason he's not coming back. He's statistically one of the best quarterbacks of all time not to win a playoff game. And with this trade request, maybe that can happen. One of the most likely trade targets is the Washington football team. Washington's new general manager was the general manager of the Lions back in 2009. 2009 was the year they drafted Matthew Stafford with the top pick in the draft. The general manager of the Washington football team basically was the guy who drafted Matthew Stafford. That, is it a coincidence? I don't know. If Stafford joins Washington, they would definitely become the favorite for the division next year in the NFC East, and that's even with Dak returning potentially. The second most likely spot for him is probably the Colts. Now, the Colts have a strong roster, but no quarterback to lead them. It'd be a pretty solid fit for them. Up next, we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson. Everybody knows of Watson's frustrations with the Houston Texans and that he wants out, but there has been some more news. So reportedly, whoever the Texans do decide upon as head coach won't change his decision. He's already made up his mind that he's done with this team, doesn't want to play ever again. Obviously, he was super frustrated in how they didn't appreciate or acknowledge his opinion. So now that it can be assumed that this relationship may not be fixable, where is Watson going to end up? It looks like he wants to go to the Jets. Watson would rather go there than Miami because he trusts Robert Saleh, I don't know. He thinks he's a good head coach. I don't blame him. What that guy did with the 49ers defense is unreal. I think he's going to be a good coach too. I think he'll turn the Jets around pretty quickly. Now, a deal to Miami might be kind of unlikely because the Texans basically don't like Tua. I don't blame them. Tua showed promise, but the fact that he was a rookie definitely showed. And when you have someone like Deshaun Watson, don't get rid of him for Tua and a couple of, draft picks. Now, how many draft picks would a team have to give up for Deshaun Watson? That remains unseen. The Dolphins do have the Texans' 4th overall pick in the draft this year, which is actually pretty funny. So the Dolphins have pretty good draft capital, and maybe Watson gets what he wants, and he ends up with the Jets. If the Jets give up Sam Darnold, maybe 2 to 4 first-rounders, maybe something else, a couple late draft picks, maybe some, I don't know how much depth they have to give up, but some draft picks maybe. Maybe both sides could walk away happy, meaning the Jets, the Texans, Deshaun Watson, everybody's happy. The Buccaneers have interest in bringing back Antonio Brown next year. Hey, Antonio Brown's balled out. As soon as Antonio Brown signed and Bruce Arians basically told the media AB was going to be on a very strict leash, and that if AB did anything out of sorts, then he was gone. I was like, all right, well, we've seen the last of AB. AB's going to do something stupid again, and he'll be gone. But nope, him and Tom Brady, they made it to the Super Bowl, and it looks like they want him back next year. And the problem is, I think Chris Godwin's contract for next year is expiring. And if it is, it's going to be tough to bring back both of those players, both star wide receivers. And yup, just like I thought, Chris Godwin, he's becoming a free agent. Chris Godwin, he's never played for the money he deserves. He signed a 4-year contract. It was his rookie deal, I think. $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, and then $2 million last year. He needs some money. He's shown the firepower that he brings to that offense. They're in the Super Bowl. If they can get AB, Evans, and Godwin back next year, that would be pretty unlikely, but they obviously have something figured out. Greg Olsen finally retired, and it appears he's going to be broadcasting for Fox News very soon. It's not really the biggest news, but, hey, Greg Olsen, he's had a pretty good career. I think he ended with the Seahawks. Obviously, he had a huge career in Carolina. Probably means a lot to those fans, so I thought I would bring it up. And don't be surprised if you see Greg Olsen broadcasting for Fox News very soon next year. Not all of you may know who Micah Parsons is, but he's a linebacker from Penn State. I'm a big Penn State college football fan, so I've seen him play and I know how good he is. He's one of the top prospects in the 2021 NFL draft, and athletically, most likely the best at his linebacker position in the draft. Apparently, Micah Parsons has some serious character issues, whatever that means. It probably has something to do with attitude, mindset, personality, whatever, that teams are evaluating. That's a GG. Bad rumors like this definitely aren't going to help his draft position. Some mock drafts have him going as high as number 4 to the Atlanta Falcons, while some have him falling in the first round towards the back end. Which team is going to pull the trigger on this rookie Micah Parsons and the reported attitude problems? I don't know. Next up, the final thing we're going to talk about today is Jared Goff. Now, John Wolford balled out in the playoffs, but the rumor that Jared Goff basically has to defend his starting quarterback spot in training camp this year, I think the rumor was that, it was Ian Rappaport reported it, that Jared Goff is going to be the starter heading into training camp, but basically it's a quarterback battle between him and John Wolford. I mean, this might be more for show than anything. Do I really think Jared Goff's not going to be the starting quarterback for the Rams next year? I would say it's probably going to be Jared Goff. And if it's not Jared Goff, I don't think it's going to be John Wolford. I think it would be somebody else. They would have to bring in somebody crazy to replace Jared Goff. John Wolford balled out, but it's a pretty small sample size compared to Jared Goff. I think the Rams will stick with Jared for the long run. All right, those are all the news and rumors that we've had this week. I might make it a weekly series, maybe bi-weekly, we'll see. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.